guys, so today we're going to be talking about some 1.6 turbo Hyundai and Kia Veloster rod bolts. This is OEM upgrade. So what we've got is we're going to be starting off with a brand new OEM rod bolt and one of our brand new ARP 2000 rod bolts. And we're going to take these, I don't want to take this, we're going to take them to failure, but I'm going to show you where we can take the aftermarket bolt versus the stock bolt. And this is why we choose this as an upgrade. So let's get on over here and take a look at what we're doing. So what I got is I got a rod out of a 1.6 turbo. We're just going to kind of get it squared up. We're going to get the bolts started. So I'm going to put the stock bolt over here on the right hand side. This over here on the left hand side. So what we're going to do is, and I want to make sure we get this squared down, and because cracked, this is a powdered metal rod, and rod bolts are cracked. So we want to make sure we get this down nice and straight. Okay. Oh, hey. So got that one finger tight. We're going to get this one finger tight. Check, yep, feels really good. All right, so what I have is I have a digital torque wrench here, and I'm just going to turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this up to like 50 foot-pounds, because I know, I've already done the test on this, 55, sorry, where I can push these bolts to their absolute limit. So we got it set to 55 foot-pounds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the factory bolt, and you guys are going to watch. Can you get the whole torque wrench in the picture? In the video? Okay. So I'm just going to slowly torque this up. So 11 foot-pounds. We're going to go to 20 foot-pounds. Now just to square it up, I'm going to put the aftermarket rod to 10 foot-pounds. Aftermarket rod bolt. Let's actually go to 20. Okay, so there's 20 foot-pounds on the aftermarket ARP 2000. So now what I'm going to do, I have this one at 20 foot-pounds. So here's the thing, is these are torque to yield bolt. So you're going to torque it, and then you're going to go like 90 degrees. I am not going to do that, particularly because I want to push this bolt to failure. I want to see when this starts to fail. So what would probably be a good idea is I'm going to try to get a view straight down here on top of the digital torque meter. Get a little closer. There you go. So we're going to try to just push this, and she'll follow the 27, 28, 29, 29, 30, 29, 30. So there's our stop point. This bolt will not go past. There we go. I can keep going. So come back over here. We're just going to go some more. Yep, that's not getting any tighter. We're done. And that's all the further that bolt's going to go. Now when I pull that bolt apart, it's probably going to look failed. Let's go with this one. Okay, so here we go. You see 50 in there? 52 foot-pounds. I have never taken, I'm just going to take this. I don't want to take it to failure, but let's see what happens. That's about it. That's all we're getting out of that. 53 foot-pounds. So, all right. And okay, hold on. Go ahead and back up. So, last time somebody said take it apart, see what it looks like. So, I think that was on the spark plug video. So let's take this apart really quick. Let's see what we got. What do we have? 53 foot-pounds and 29 foot-pounds? Almost double.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take this apart. I'm pretty sure I damaged the rod, not the bolts. So I'm gonna pull that one out. I'll pull this one out. Yeah, the rod's compressed. So we got the rod over torqued. 53 foot-pounds is obviously too much. There we go. So I don't see any thread damage in either one of these. which is good. So if I were to pull out a dial indicator and I were to start measuring this somewhere on this bolt, it's going to get thin. If you look really close, I think I can see the thread starting to taper right here. It's really hard to see. Maybe get more in the yellow. Yeah, it looks like there's a small taper right there. So this bolt isn't going to per se taper. You're either going to strip the thugs. You're either going to strip the threads, break the bolt, or rip the threads out of the connector rod. So, you know, for all that's fun and glorious, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip it around. I'm just curious if we can get these all back to the same torque specs with them flipped around.
Meaning you're putting the stock where the aftermarket bolt is, yep, and vice versa.
Yep, and the aftermarket where the stock one was. I'm just curious. There's a lot of questions that come in after I do videos, so I'm trying to make sure I cover every.
So now why are you doing that?
Scenario.
Just to check the rod to see?
Yeah, verify the rod, make sure the bolts are, I guess, hole strength is going to be the same on both sides. Actually, I'm curious what the stock bolt's going to do, and I'm actually curious what this bolt's going to do since I pushed both of them way past their supposed failure point. We pushed the stock bolt to 29 foot-pounds. It's not going anymore. That's its failure point. That's its stretch point. This bolt, I pushed to 53 foot-pounds. I'm surprised it went that far. I was expecting it to break. It didn't break, but I want to make sure that we can get to similar numbers with the bolts flipped around, see if we've sacrificed the rod. I don't think we've sacrificed the rod. So I'm just going to show the camera the results as I torque.
Okay.
So there's 20, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 failure. It's not going anymore. I can keep torquing on that until the cows, I mean, here, let's. 33, and that was me putting an aggressive in it. So that's, I don't know, 180 degrees. That bolt doesn't get any tighter. It went double what its torque rating is. I'm super curious about this one. Okay, so that one stopped at 46. So we may have sacrificed the bolt hole over here with the stock bolt. I'm not 100% sure. Or this rod bolt could be done. We could have stretched the rod bolt past its recovery point and it's no longer good. Okay, that's what I wanted to show. The release torque for that factory bolt was 20 foot-pounds. We failed the factory bolt. Okay, so what's this mean? You know, as far as bolts go and the information on it, it's, I want to give you the simple layman's term. I want to give you the technical side. Honestly, anyone who does anything technical with bolts, engine building, stuff like this, they're going to recognize the benefit of an upgraded bolt. This is what I want to leave you with. In layman's terms, factory bolt, probably good for factory power. Probably good for factory builds. The factory bolt, if I'm being honest, sorry, I wanted to crack apart. If I'm being honest, the factory bolt's going to be good for your 300, sub 300 horsepower builds. It's rare to hear of a connecting rod failing. The problem being is all of our engine kits that we do, we put upgraded rod bolts in. Polish the beams of the rods, stuff like that. We put in the extra effort for the factory rod bolts. So if you just so happen to get an aftermarket turbo, stuff turbo, you're going to go above 300 horsepower for whatever reason. Obviously, our engine kits come with studs, head studs. So you're putting head studs in it. So you plan on going over factory power levels. We want to make sure that we have a basic upgrade. An upgrade that allows you to take your factory rod bolt to a higher horsepower value with better, and it's called bolt recovery, bolt refraction, bolt flex. This factory bolt, as you saw, will stretch, but once it's stretched, it's not going to stretch anymore. There's no recovery in it. So as your crank goes up and down inside the engine, tries to pull this rod cap apart, it's constantly pulling on these factory bolts. These factory bolts are, once you start to get above a particular torque number, particular horsepower number, particular RPM, these bolts are no longer going to recover at that 29, 30 foot-pound range. This bolt at 32 foot-pounds is going to be far superior than the bolt over here. Now, if you wanted to, you could probably take these bolts to 38 foot-pounds, 40 foot-pounds. We pushed them to 50 plus foot-pounds and they didn't fail. I'm not going to recommend that. Inside our directions, we recommend 32 to 34 foot-pounds on these bolts. This is what most shops would consider an upgrade. Again, if you're a shop, you're watching the video and you understand bolt technology, this is going to make a lot of sense. In layman's terms, you're essentially getting twice the bolt for a minimal cost. Again, these are ARP 12.2000 series rod bolts, and it's what we recommend and sell in all of our engine kits for either forged or the stock upgrade kit. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you can, like and subscribe to the channel.